Okay, that's not something I'm just using crypto.
They don't know what they want to achieve. They don't know, well, they may know how they want to do it, but they don't know what's the end goal. And obviously, you are already some.
What's up, guys? It's your boy James, aka Six8Jay, coming to you on this Saturday. It's noon, and we've got an incredible show for you guys today, guys. I'm super excited. What just popped up on my screen? Let me take care of what's up here on the screen. Sometimes you have the unforeseeables happen. What is this? It's telling me to, okay. I don't think it's this, it must be this. Let's see. Remind me later. Okay, there you go, guys. My TV was trying to make me do something I didn't want to do. What's going on, Frankie Legend? First on the scene, my brother. Yo, guys, I'm telling you, I'm so excited. I'm beside myself. Me and Jeanette, my beautiful queen, was out running around trying to get things ready, doing a little shopping, had to drop the car off, getting everything ready for the big trip that's coming up in 9 days. Nueve. We adios amigos. Back out to Viva Las Vegas. You gotta love it. Crypto Tropics in the house. OMC, I see you. Miss C888. What's up, sis? Shane Sullivan, my brother. Welcome to the greatest way to start your day each and every day with your boy James, aka Six8Jay. Before I get started, let me always remind you guys, I am not, sure I'd never be considered a financial advisor. I'm just documenting my journey in the evolution of money, guys. My name is James, aka Six8Jay. Been around crypto since 2017 and just super excited about this industry. And why? Well, look up. What do you see? Huh? A 1.14 Bitcoin crypto on fire. Did somebody not tell Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto industry that there's a recession coming? Did someone not mention in Bitcoin that there's, some wars going on around the world? Did somebody not mention in Bitcoin that housing rates are up? Huh? That we may be in some trouble? No. You want to know why? Because crypto, Bitcoin, XRP, it's the answer. It's the answer. You damn straight it is. Guys, I'm super excited. Oh my goodness, I'm beside myself excited. Let me get over here and get with it. What's up, Liz? Smash those thumbs up as you're coming in. Show your love for the Crypto for Life family. My sis Liz, one of the biggest supporters of this channel. My beautiful queen, Jeanette. Every day I wake up, I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky. I want to make up my own damn song. Jazz B, what's up, my brother? Welcome. We got a lot to talk about, guys. Oh, my goodness. I'm so excited. But what is the theme? What is the topic for today? Your boy James, a.k.a. made up something called RIPPLEZON. You're like, what the hell is RIPPLEZON, Jay? What are you talking about, RIPPLEZON? Does that exist? Is there really a Ripple Amazon? Or is Ripple being looked at as Amazon? Who said that? What if I told you that, I'm not saying he said it, but he said, we're in that position right now. And that was Brad Garlinghouse. We're going to talk about it right now. Good Lord. I told you guys, watch out. Bitcoin ETF is coming, guys. That's what we know. I think that sentiment in itself and some of the things that Gary Gensler is doing now, and we're going to talk about those things, where he's now not sitting up there trying to block or stop. He's gotten, I believe Gary Gensler had a good sit down. He said, Gary, look, the bullying tactics that we thought was going to work, Operation Choke Point 2.0, is not really working out the way we thought, Gary. Huh? Gary, I know you cleaned your head and you extra shaved it trying to get people to, to look the other way. But no, Gary, they're not looking at your head. They're looking at the fact that you keep losing. And XRP right now is 3-0. Always one away. Happy Saturday, my brother. Welcome. I'm telling you guys, they're looking at everything like, you know what, Gary, you're losing. We need to start trying to figure some stuff out. So July 13th, actually, let's go back to June 13th, 2023. Him and emails get exposed. Gary Gensler starts all his little corruptive, huckster, froster, trickster, look this way, but, don't pay attention to him and emails, trying to take, the focus off corruption. Then July 13th, 2013, we get a ruling from Judge Annalisa Torres, the honorable Judge Annalisa Torres, that says Ripple is not a security. Then 2 weeks ago, they try to go through this appeal. She said, block! It's not going to happen. 2-0. Y'all 0-2. Ripple's 2-0. Then they must have got back with their legal team. Elizabeth Warren and those guys said, Gary, this ain't working out. Drop the case. So they dropped the case against Chris Larson and Brett Garlhouse. Now, there's a lot of different people that, you know, I don't listen to, and I told you guys before, stop listening to these YouTubers that have a hidden agenda. Okay? Don't listen to anyone that has a hidden agenda. Right? Listen, follow what success is doing. Follow the money. Follow the people with extreme integrity like Jeremy Hogan, John Deaton, Stuart Alderetti, Brett Garlinghouse, Chris Larson, the ones who fight, who have fought in the fight, whether they fought by putting up over $100 million in legal fees, or those like John Deaton that says, you know what, I'm just fighting for the people. For the people. He's one of us. Huh? What do he call himself? The welfare king or something like that? Huh? He's one of us. Somebody who's fighting for the rights of the people. Not people who are saying they're representing the people, but in all actuality, they're trying to pad their pockets. That would be the government and the SEC. Good Lord, I better watch what I'm saying, Beekeeper69. You want to know why? They've already banned one of my damn videos, keeping it at 20 likes. I know what's going on. Huh? But we're here to talk the truth. We're here to tell the truth. What are you going to do? Let's get into that, guys. We got a lot to talk about, huh? Bitcoin halving is coming. That's just too much. I told you guys, there's a lot of bullish. Now, is it justifiable that we go down? Is it justifiable that we have a recession? Is it justifiable that we could face a black swan event? Hell yeah. But I think what's happening and what we're seeing upon us, guys, is that crypto and Bitcoin and XRP and what's going on, it's no longer one of those speculative, it's not a speculative asset anymore. It's not one of those things, well, okay, well, maybe. No, you got countries. You've got governments. You got institutions. You got some of the biggest companies around the world. You got retailers starting to believe. It's happening. Our time is right now. Our moment is right now. And if you don't know, listen to this damn song. What's up, Ebro Rockin'? Tells. Help me.
Hey.
Hey. Woo!
4 years and it's still no cheers. If you're selling and I'm still all in. What do you do when your freedom is in illusion? How high will it go when the XRP get the moon in?
How high would it go when those XRP gets to mooning and Bitcoin gets to taking out? We're going to talk about that right now. Let's get right into it. RIPPLEZON. James, what'd you come up with that? Well, let's talk about it. Before I even show this clip right here, let me go over here and show something, guys. Let's look at this interview that had Brad Garlinghouse. It was medical talks with Brad Garlinghouse. Let's listen to what he says. Let me see if I can find it now, because I was going to prep this. Me and Jeanette just literally walked in the house. So let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
Collaborating with, or do you see this as being more
In crypto, they're not 100% sure they know Swiss francs
about the future of
believer and the opportunity into the ecosystem. And I still very much believe that we haven't really achieved that. And I think in some ways it's because we jump to, well, we'd like the world to look like this. And you do get in the crypto space some, I don't know the word, but religiosity, like people, you know, like Sam Bankman-Fried or even the Celsius meltdown last year. And
you guys bear with me. There's something I want you to understand where I got this name from. RIPPLEZON. Hold on. I got to find it.
Yeah. For me, I looked at it. I didn't participate because I live by the adage, if something seems too assets to solve pain points. We started around moving money around the world.
Okay, I think we can go back to the strategy if there is something that you'd like to share about the future.
I had planned on prepping this before the stream, but you guys listen to what I want you guys to listen to what he's getting ready to say.
Well, where are we going?
Yeah. Well, so now I commented a little bit of this earlier on. You know, at the core, Ripple really has been a software and blockchain business at its core. And we are using blockchain digital assets to solve pain points. We started around moving money around the world.
This is very important, guys. Created Ripple to solve pain points by moving money around the world. That's where it started. And then he makes a reference to how they started and where they're at now is much like Amazon started with books and where they're at now. If you still look at Amazon as a book company, you're crazy. If you still look at Ripple as just a company for cross-border payment solving an issue, you're crazy. Where they're getting ready to go, guys, I'm telling you, I just had this conversation with my wife. If you don't understand where they've been, what they built, and where they're going, you're missing the boat. Listen.
You know, we have this grand vision and ambition that we can enable an internet of value. Mm-hmm. That value can move the way information moves today. And, you know, I've used examples that it's just crazy that you can stream video from the space station, but for me to send, I'm sitting in California today, and for me to send money into Swiss francs would be, rather slow and rather expensive. And yet it's all just ones and zeros. It's all bits. And
you hear what he just said? Did you hear what he just said? Are you paying attention? Listen to it again. You can stream information from space, but it costs you a fortune to send money from one country to the next. You think Ripple's just been sitting around on their hands looking at Gary Gensler? Listen to it again. Watch what gets ready. Listen to what's getting ready to happen. If you're not hearing what's happening, you don't get it. If you hear this, your life will forever change if you get what he's saying. Because the information that you get, power, success is predicated off the information and what you do with it. Listen.
Anyway, I think I'm off track of your core question around Ripple's strategy. I'll pause there. Anything else around that you want to comment on, or can I?
Well, no, I think we can go back to the strategy if there is something that you'd like to share about the future of Ripple, where we're going.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Say it again. Now, I commented a little bit of this earlier on. At the core,
I went too far back, but it doesn't matter. For those who get it, you're sitting back listening to every word he's saying. Listen, and I'm going to let it go right into the Amazon comparison.
Or Ripple really has been a software and blockchain business at its core.
And
we are using blockchain digital assets to solve pain points. We started around moving money around the world.
You started. That's where you started. That's not where you at. Everybody's buying 50 cents. That's right. That's not where we're at.
We have this grand vision and ambition that we can enable an internet of value. Mm-hmm. That value can move the way information moves today. And, I've used examples that it's just crazy that you can stream video from the space station. But, for me to send, I'm sitting in California today, and for me to send money into Swiss francs would be, rather slow and rather expensive.
Yep.
And yet it's all just ones and zeros. It's all bits. And so, bits. Why can we not do that more efficiently? We started with payments.
Oh, here it comes. Here it comes.
Cross-border payments, because we felt like that was the highest friction point.
Yep.
But we've always had this grander ambition. And a couple times I've commented that, for me, when I think about...
Here it comes. Drop those bars, Brad.
Amazon, the company today, it started with just books. It was a bookseller.
That's right.
And I viewed Amazon is to books as Ripple is to cross-border payments.
Woo!
What I mean by that is...
Hold on. What'd you say, Brad? What the hell did you just say?
It's the highest friction point. But we've always had this grander ambition. And a couple times I've commented that, for me, when I think about Amazon, the company today, it started with just books. It was a bookseller. And I viewed Amazon is to books as Ripple is to cross-border payments. And what I mean by that is we have ambitions beyond just cross-border payments to do payments more broadly, but also to really be that infrastructure, and thus the acquisition of Medico, thus the initiative around Liquidity Hub.
Woo!
We have some other initiatives we're working on. But when we think about that infrastructure layer and we think about, do we build that internally? Ripple is about 1,000 people strong now. Do we build it? Do we buy it, as we've done it with the case of Medico, or do we partner and integrate? And, we want to be able to partner with banks and financial institutions and bring a kind of one-stop shop to solve some of the things they are dealing with as they think about how they can use these technologies and answer some of the questions that customers are bringing to them today.
Ripple, when it started, was like Amazon when it started with just books. If you look at Amazon and think books right now and that's all they do, you missed the boat. You did not get in early on. Some people did, and they're worth millions, if not billions. Ripple has been doing things behind the scenes, growing. Notice when everybody else was shutting down, laying off employees, laying off CFOs and CTOs and all these people and doing cutbacks and closing down businesses, Ripple was growing. They started with cross-border payments, like Amazon started with books. But he says where we're at now is either we're buying companies that puts us in better places to expand and grow and do what financial institutions need, or we partner up with companies that do that. That's where we're at now. If you're still looking at, and I just told my wife this over breakfast, MKP, what's up? Go Ripple! You damn straight, my brother. Big Bro 10's in the house. We got you for rocking Shane Solo, my sis Liz. If you still looking at Ripple, going, I wonder why the price is 52 cents. You don't get it. I told you guys you don't get it. 14 years ago, Bitcoin was 1,300 Bitcoin for $1. 1,300 Bitcoin for $1. 3 years later, which is about 10, 11 years ago, Bitcoin went for one Bitcoin for $1. Today, Bitcoin is one Bitcoin for $30,000. Half. It was more than half of where it was at in 2021. So if Bitcoin at one point was 1,300 Bitcoin for $1 and one Bitcoin for $1, would you say that being that XRP was created to be everything Bitcoin is not, to solve problems that Bitcoin can't? And it's like I told my wife over breakfast we were eating right now. I said, you know, it's funny. Bitcoin is the almighty. It's the digital gold. It's the dinosaur. It's the first of its kind. And that's why the world's adopted in all these big institutions and stuff like that. Ethereum was created in a way and has grown in a way of having a phenomenal ecosystem, but also full of corruption. And it's at number 2. Number 3, you've got BNB. And I'm not talking about UST and USDT. You can't even count. Those are just stable coins. They're up there because of the market caps and stuff like that. But I'm talking about the number 3 asset, BNB, is being investigated. And not like Coinbase, not like Ripple, where they actually got evidence and employees and testimonies and all the things that we saw with Sam Bankman-Fried before we got the answers and the whistleblowers that are now saying all the things he did. The number 3 asset in the world has whistleblowers on it. Employees saying what they told them to do, and the FBI and the CIA and all these people are invested. It's not the same as a Coinbase deal. You can't go there. So number 3, we got to ask ourselves, what was that built on and predicated on? We don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying they're guilty. I'm just saying you got to be concerned. And then the number 4 asset that has been suppressed, that has been bullied, that has had the biggest country in the world, the most technological, innovative country in the world, go after it for biased reasons, to help out Ethereum, to all these things that we found out, Jay Clayton and all these guys. The people who are supposed to protect us are the same people who tried to hurt us, who tried to destroy not the crypto space, but the opportunity. What did Stephen Narrow says? He goes, they're not trying. He goes, everyone thinks that Operation Choke Point 2.0 is about destroying crypto. He says, no, crypto is the prize. How do you think these guys are making $100,000, $200,000 a year in salary, but they're worth $100 to $200 million in their worth? How? They've been doing this since the beginning of time, guys. They've been doing this with stocks. They've been doing this with insider trading. They've been doing this with shorting the market. We've seen it. We see articles, and sometimes they're big articles, sometimes they're small. Well, this company did this, and they manipulated this, and they made hundreds of millions, but we gave them a $6 million fine. It's nothing. This is just a continuation of the corruption that's been going on in our governments forever. But at the forefront of all that, the one asset that they tried to go after, the one asset that still has maintained the number 4 position. Guys, it's like when you look at people running track. Or you look at a horse that's in a horse race, and you know the thoroughbred, you know that one horse, the stallion, the special breed that's been sitting in number 4 spot. It just sits there waiting for its moment to start its triumphant leg out. And all of a sudden, you see that horse go to number 3, and you see that horse go to number 1, and you see that horse go to get into the lead. You guys got to understand, that's where Ripple's at right now. Just based off of retail, it will move with Bitcoin. It will move with Bitcoin. But it was not created for retail. It was created for financial institutions. It was created for institutional adoption. And when that happens, the government will see. Look, Ripple's a lot of things, but stupid ain't one of them. They were created to solve a problem. And everyone's like, well, they're a banker's coin. They're this. No, they're a solution. A solution. That once that solution is embraced and adopted, the narrative that we try to judge every asset off of, which is a market cap and who's coming in and how much money, and this is what I see. It's not that. Like Rosie Rio says, the train has left the station. They've been building from day one, even through the lawsuit. You know, one thing that you learn about people with money, they never do things by circumstance or by chance or by accident. Everything is systematically done in a way, is strategically done. Everything. I can even go as far as saying I think some of the things that Elon has done with Doge is strategically done. Getting on Saturday Night Live, he could have talked about SpaceX. He talked about Doge. Everything is done in a way of there's a plan. The flip of the switch comment from Brad Garlinghouse. You just heard what he's talking about right here, guys. They're like the Amazon in the early days, the Amazon of crypto. Where they're at now is not where they're started. Everyone's excited. The price is predicated off what everyone is thinking or whatever, what retail's response. But watch what happens, guys. Watch what happens when that flip of the light switch happens. ISO 2020. Watch what happens, guys. I'm telling you. You're not understanding that Ripple has created something that's bigger than just cross-border payments. They've got their hands in everything. He says we either assume and buy out or we partner with companies that put us in the best position possible to be the ultimate solution. Solution. Google the damn word. Look it up. What a solution. That's what Ripple XRP is, a solution. Ripple is creating solutions for XRP to be a part of. XRP Ledger, all those things. It's exciting, guys. It's kind of like the lady, if you guys don't get a chance, or you get a chance, go over and look at Shannon Thorpe, the lady that works for Wells Fargo. She goes, when I came out and said what I said, it wasn't based off of retail. It was based off of institutional adoption. If you get it, you got it. And if you don't, oh well. She says, what I said is predicated off what I heard and what I know. Working for Wells Fargo, I know where things are going. I tell you guys, I think the next 3 to 6 months are going to be special. I think one of the things that I've noticed that since I've been in this industry is that a lot of times when we think things are going, it goes the opposite. Yeah, there's a lot of manipulation, like the mishap with was it CoinDesk or Cointelegraph, or was it Cointelegraph or CoinDesk where they made that comment last week and it brought the market and a lot of people got wrecked out of their short positions, right? It made the market boom and a lot of people got knocked out of their shorts. I'm telling you, there's still a certain amount of manipulation and corruption. However, a lot of that stuff will get fixed. A lot of that stuff will go away as there's more adoption in this market. There's a lot of volatility right now. But I believe in my heart, and it's not just an emotion, because that still could be emotional. My emotional feelings is predicated off of the things that I study, and that is predicated off of what everybody is saying and the things that you can see happening from the powers to be, not just these people that are on social media. I'm talking about the powers to be where they're saying what's getting ready to happen. You heard Brad say where Ripple's at right now. You heard him compare Ripple to what it was compared to the early days with Amazon and where they're at now. What's going to make this price boom is not you and I. It's not going to be just MicroStrategy. Yeah, that's going to take the price. It will move with Bitcoin, but I believe in my heart and soul, and from what I understand and study and doing my own research, that there's going to be a time that Ripple, or XRP should I say, separates itself from Bitcoin. I believe that when that institutional money comes in, guys, it's gonna pop. And remember, like the horse, that there's been some numbers. If Ripple was just $3 right now, guys, at its all-time high, it would be the number 2 crypto in the world. If it was five, almost $6, it would be the number 1 crypto in the world. Our day is coming, and there's a lot of things that's going to help that narrative. That it's not just Ripple's moment. Bitcoin, ETF. Now we're getting. It was always. We're looking at all the things that happened with the victories in Ripple. We're 3-0. They're 0-3. We're 3-0. But what happens when those Bitcoin ETFs come in? Not 1 or 2, but in a drone of applications getting approved. Let's keep it going, guys. I'm a little too damn. Let me keep going. Brad, you gotta say, Brad.
And we think Validator network is not controlled by Ripple. We're clearly an interested party in that. We own a lot of XRP, and we think XRP is extremely efficient for many use cases. Not all use cases. We definitely are not maximalists in that we think that there's a place for Bitcoin, there's a place for a lot of other tokens and different use cases.
Absolutely.
But Ripple at its core is an enterprise infrastructure company focused on blockchain. We started with a use case around payments. We have now expanded beyond that. We introduced a product.
Pay attention. We started like Amazon, but where we're at now is what? Talk about RIPPLEZON, Brad. Come on now.
Prior to the Medico acquisition, called Liquidity Hub, focused on managing and sourcing liquidity across the digital asset ecosystem. With the Medico acquisition earlier this year, we're obviously expanding in custody. And we see ourselves expanding to other use cases focused on that infrastructure side at the enterprise level, really going after financial institutions, enterprises, and we're really pleased about where we sit there.
Oh my goodness.
Certainly think we have a ways to go, but I think going back to the validator
Ooh,
network,
boy, he is spitting game. He is spitting game. If you know, you know. Let's see what my man Edo Farina shared. BIS working papers, trust bridges and money flows praises Ripple and XRP for private settlements and Stellar XLM. Come on now, baby. Don't give up. Don't forget about XLM XDC. And for an open source marketplace, paper also say that a regulated private entity has key advantages over Lightning Network and BTC. Whoa, is that what they said? Huh? You got something backing that? Let me see. What do you got backing that? Huh? July 2023. July 2023, just a couple months back. Huh? 3 models arise: a private settlement asset and marketplace such as Ripple's XRP, an open source marketplace such as Stellar Foundation. Come on, baby. Are you paying attention? Are you reading this stuff? Huh? Oh, my goodness. What? Oh, my goodness. All this stuff. Just read, baby. In cross-border payments, a common settlement asset or common settlement platform does not exist because of different countries, and you go through all this different stuff, and at the end of the day, what does it say? Ripple, XRP. Good God. Let's keep it going. I'm too bullish. I need to check my pulse. Jeremy Hogan says, here we go. Now, Jeremy Hogan was trying to stay away from this comment. He's made it twice now. He came out yesterday and said, screw it. I'm going to say what I'm thinking. And he came out again just an hour ago. What did he say? What'd you say, Jeremy? For all intents and purposes, the Ripple versus SEC case is over. Yes, important hearings will be held in the coming months. Deciding judgment of up to $770 million is, of course, important. But your time for hand wringing over this case is done, in my opinion. You know what? Damn it. Tails. You let me know how we feel about that. I don't even know what to say. Woo!
When you know that you ain't losing.
Oh my goodness.
Going back to go back, got them choosing. Which one? Bag it up. This one? Stack it up. Tells it like it is. Got them switching gears in Ferrari with the 10s. On some bullet shit. Start crying, start buying, getting bags. I ain't lying.
I looked at my wife today over breakfast. I looked her in her eyes and had to control the emotions. I said, babe, tomorrow is so beautiful. Today is amazing, but tomorrow is so beautiful. I'm going to look at each one of you guys right now as I look up over at this chat right now. Shane Sullivan, Liz Herrera, my sister, Ness Force, Anthony Wanner, MKP, Marvin Davis, Big Watch Dude, OMC, Big Bro 10, Jazz B, E for Rockin', Frankie Legend. Your lives will forever be changed. I salute you for having a mindset, for being a great student, for listening to the 5 things, strategic plan. Do your own research. Control your damn emotions. Because if you do your own research, there's nothing that can shake you out of your position. There's no FUD that can make you sell your bag. Even if we go down, I told you guys before, if we go down, I'm ready. I got money, I'm ready. If we go up, we're blessed. Our lives will be forever changed. A lot of times what we think, and when everyone's saying we're going up, we're going down. And when they say we're going down, what happens? Bitcoin is not listening. Crypto is not listening. Number 4, learn how to take profit. Number 5, don't fall in love with projects. I told you guys, I told my wife today, I said, my wife, hey, do you. That's what I love about her. She's a great supporter. But I told her, I said, honey, I reallocated our position. Once we had hundreds of coins, anywhere from thousands to billions of different assets. I said, honey, I've got that down just to a few. Why? Because I'm not in this to be in love with anything. I'm in this to win. I'm in this to win. So what if I don't be a part of that video game token? So what if I don't be a part of that? I'm looking at the assets. I'm looking at the top 4 and asking myself, the top 50, and asking myself, where should I be at? And if Shikaka coin is not as important as this coin that solves a problem, then bye-bye Shikaka. Now, I'm not saying Shikaka. I don't want to say assets that a lot of people might be involved in. This is not about trying to get rich quick with a microwave mentality. This is giving yourself and your family the best possible chance of winning. That's what this is about. Let's keep it going. What Jeremy Hogan say? Good Lord. For all intended purposes, the Ripple and look, and John Deaton saying the same, and many other attorneys are saying the same. Look, the same thing that scared the SEC into dropping the case is the same thing they don't want to happen. Look, guys, it's not going to stop. I told you guys this. It's on our channel. Look at our videos. We've been around for 11 months. 11 months. Spitting game. 11 months. We're not the biggest channel, but damn it, we're a channel of all heart. We keep it 100. We're not here to try to get popular. Been popular my whole life. This is about loving people. Spitting game. I've created millions in this industry. This is about giving back organically. Organically. This is about winning, guys. This is about winning. This is about understanding where we're at right now. Understanding where we're at right now, this pivotal moment, this special moment. The SEC does not want to go to trial. They don't want to go to court. They realize it. I think it was, who's it? Let me find it. I think it was John Deaton, if I can find it. John Deaton says, let me see if I can find it here. See if I can find John Deaton's post here. I don't want to skip all this amazing information. But he says it in a post. They don't want to go to trial because they realize that if they go to trial and Bitcoin, Brad Garlinghouse, Chris Larson, and Stuart Elder, if they have the opportunity to call Jay Clayton, to call Stephen Meredith, to call all these people that are involved and ask questions that can further throw this administration under the bus and expose the level of corruption. They don't want that kind of devastation. That's why the people, you got to understand, Gary Gensler is not, I told you guys before, he's a rabbit pet bull. He's a dog. He's a pawn. He's a nothing. He was even voted in. He's a pawn that orchestrates with everybody. What do you guys think? At the same, what did I tell you guys? Listen to what I'm saying, MKP. Listen to what I'm saying, my brother. Listen to what I'm saying, sis. I know you listening. Watch this. Every time something good happens, let me go back. Let me go back and show you guys. ETHgate comes out June 13th. What does he do? He says we're gonna file a lawsuit against Binance and against Coinbase, and we're gonna put all these other cryptos as security. When we were trying to celebrate left, they distracted us right. All of a sudden, Judge Annalisa Torres comes out July 13th. What did they do? What did they do? It's not really a win. We're gonna appeal it. They did everything they can to take the shine away. What happens when the appeal? They got denied for the appeal. So what did they do? They said, we're going to go after other exchanges. Just a couple weeks ago, they lost the appeal. We're going to go after, trying to scare and cause all kinds of FUD. And what happened is Ripple says, bring it on. Checkmate, sucker. Let's do this. Let's do this. And what happens? They drop the case. But what happens right when they drop the case? Elizabeth Warren writes a letter to Congress going, cryptos for terrorism. What? What? Every time we're in position to shine, to just celebrate, they're trying to FUD our win. They're trying to do everything they can to take that moment away. You can't take the moment away. Stuart, let them know.
SEC asked a judge to dismiss its lawsuit against Ripple execs Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson. The agency told the judge on Thursday that it's dropping its claims that Garlinghouse, the CEO, and Larson, a co-founder, aided and abetted sales of the crypto token XRP. This started back in December 2020 when the SEC accused Ripple of raising more than $1 billion with the sale of XRP. Of course, those claims were put in question after a judge ruled in July that the sale of XRP on public crypto exchanges didn't constitute the sale of securities, but that the sale of XRP to hedge funds and other institutional buyers did violate the law.
Violate the law? So that's why that $700-something million they're coming in for it. They're coming in for it. What does that mean? Settlement! Always one away. You know what I'm talking about. OMC, Marvin Davis, listen up.
This dismissal comes as the SEC has faced multiple setbacks over its attempts to regulate the cryptocurrency industry through the federal courts.
Let's listen to Stuart Alderati. What do you got to say, my brother?
For our main story, I spoke with Stu Alderati, the chief legal officer at Ripple, about the dismissal and the current state of regulation in the U.S.
Get him.
All right, Stu, thank you so much for joining us today. This dismissal is the latest win for Ripple and its executives following that partial victory that we were all so excited about back in July over the sale of XRP. What does this latest move from the SEC mean?
That's a good question, Marvin Davis. How much more time? Here, I want to answer that with this. I want you guys to really pay attention. For anybody that watches this video later, I want you to understand something. This is all strategically being done. I said this not only on my show, on X Spaces, and as guests on other shows like The Boardroom and others. I told you guys this. The best way to answer that question is this. Retail was never supposed to be the ones. XRP wasn't created for retailers, right? I believe personally that right now where we're at is we're in a position where XRP will continue to win. And really, let me just float what I'm trying to say. XRP will continue to win. It will move as Bitcoin moves. Bitcoin goes up, XRP goes up. Bitcoin goes down. The difference is it's going to go up a lot greater, and this bull run will be so much more explosive than it was in the past because of the fact that now everyone around the world, including institutions, are seeing that, hey, they're winning. And a settlement and Bitcoin ETFs with an S, not ETF, ETFs, meaning that multiple ETFs will be approved. It will send this market into space. It's gonna be, in my opinion, the biggest bull run ever. Now, that still doesn't account for institutional adoption. When that happens, to answer your question, Marvin Davis, in my opinion, just my opinion, not financial advice, I believe at some point it's gonna become hard for the thing that we're taking for granted now on how we buy XRP. I believe it's going to be taken away from retailers, in my opinion, in opinion of many others. That if you get out there and listen, they're all saying a lot of them saying the same thing. There may be a time where it's hard for you and I to not only get it, but get it at the price that we're at right now. Because when that money, when it pops, see, we can see things based off the charts. You can see things, retailers, we can see things. We can do TA, market analysis, fundamental analysis, all this stuff. And we can say Bitcoin's going up, XRP's going to go up. But the thing that I don't think anyone can prepare for is that institutional adoption. When that happens, I think you see an implosion to the extent where you saw. I don't want to relate these coins because they're not on Ripple's level. When you saw some of these memes go from 0 to 100 real quick, or you see some of these coins that come in and they explode, and you're like, wait a minute, what? Nobody was paying attention to that. How did it go up? 20,000, whatever, some weird number like 2,500%. How did that happen? You got to understand, Ripple did this back in the day when it jumped to $3 something. It exploded in the it was like, I don't know the exact percentage, but it was like in the thousands of a percentage, right? That it just mooned out of nowhere, just based off of speculation. So to answer your question, I believe there's going to be a time or a moment that's coming sooner than later. Now, does that mean that we can't have retracement? I'm not trying to tell anyone that, because I do believe that a retracement, a recession, a black swan event is very warranted for what's going on globally. And all these different, you guys heard me talk about real estate, this and that, housing, all these different things, interest rates, all, war and all this stuff, corruption, SBF, Sam Bankman-Fried, what's going on with it, all the stuff that's coming out. ETHgate, we haven't even seen what happens with ETHgate yet. But I think that all that negative, all the corruption, all the stuff that's going on, it further validates the need for crypto. See, you've got bad characters, but what Sam Bankman-Fried is not a reflection on Bitcoin, XRP, and other coins like it. He doesn't. What he did was just what a crook and a scandalous, somebody who's corrupted does. Evil. That's what he did. He saw an opportunity. That was a person. That was a person who manipulated the system. That's not the crypto industry. So it's like Brad Garlinghouse said. What he did on his end, but it doesn't represent all of crypto. It's a bad mark on crypto. But what crypto was created for was to identify issues and to weed out. The bubble pop is to weed out bad characters like that. We needed, not saying we needed him to hurt people. We needed what's happening right now to happen so we can weed out the Lunas, and we can weed out the Do Kwon Lunas and Celsius and Sam Bankman-Fried with FTX and all that. We needed all this to happen because it all points to one narrative, and that is the solution that crypto and all these different projects were created for. It's not just XRP and Bitcoin. There's extraordinary projects out there. And so as all this chaos keeps happening, it just further validates the need for these digital assets. So to answer your question, I personally, it's like I was telling somebody, a good friend of mine this morning, I've put myself in a position where I don't have to ask that question no more, Marvin Davis, if that makes sense. My game plan has put me in a position where I no longer have to ask that question, should I be buying, can I be buying? I'm not in a position of, do I need the dollar cost average? I'm not in a position of, do I need to figure out what's happening? I'm not in a position of, will XRP, I knew what I got into when I got into it because I followed my 5 steps. I did my research. My emotions, when Bitcoin went to 95 cents and I looked and said, oh my God, look at that. XRP, oh my gosh. That all it did was just show me. I was more excited about the victory on July 13th than the 95 cents. Does that make sense? Because the 95 cents is not part of my plan. I was excited about the victory. The victories, the wins, validate what's getting ready to happen with this with Ripple and XRP. It's the wins that I'm excited about, not the short-term pricing, because that could be determined or be go up and down, predicated off what's going on with the rest of the industry. A recession or a black swan event doesn't validate or invalidate Ripple or XRP. No. Look at what they're doing. They're winning. And they're setting a presence for the rest of crypto. There's other cases now that are referring back to the XRP case going, wait a minute. At one point, all you heard was negativity. There's articles of people saying, for the people who were trying to support that thing, that trying to, have a security, they were just talking shit. Excuse my language. That's what they're talking. No one's talking shit no more. You know what they're saying? Excuse my language. You know what they're saying? Ripple, XRP is hope. It's hope. Not a dope. It's hope. They went from haters to congratulators because we're winning. It's the same thing in anything in life. If you're in business and you win, if you're in sports and you win, everybody, what Colorado last year, no one was talking about them. Nobody. They went 1 in like 13. Everybody's talking. Why? Because they win, or they got a winning mentality. XRP is winning. They've always been amazing. A recession won't determine that. So to answer Marvin Davis' question is this. You should already know. You should already be positioned where you're going to be positioned at. And the only thing that I'm doing right now is I'm sitting back waiting for an opportunity to get a better price. That's all I'm doing. When you're in that mindset, going down doesn't affect you because you're excited about it. I'm excited if we dip. I'm elated if we go up. Does that make sense? Does that sound like there's a problem there? I'm excited if we go down, and I'm elated if we go up. That's the position that I put myself in my family. But if you're sitting around trying to time the market, if you're sitting around trying to go, oh my God, what do I do? How do I get rich quick? Then you are going, that's number 2. That's number 3, actually. You don't have control of your emotions because number 2, you didn't do your own research, and because number 1, you don't have a strategic plan. If you got those things in place, the price is irrelevant. You should already be positioned where you're positioned at, knowing what's getting ready to happen. Let me read some of the comments before I keep going. I hear you, 6-8. The win was more satisfying. The win is more important. The win was more important. You don't go play for the San Antonio Spurs because they're champions right now. They're not champions right now, but look at the coach. Look at the atmosphere. They're a champion. They got a championship culture there. They've got one of the most strong coached cultures in the NBA period. Or you go look at a certain team, you look at the culture of what they created. XRP is a winning culture. It's a winning business. It's the Amazon of crypto. I've been telling you that. You heard Brad say it. Oh my goodness. So with that, I would all just be stacking XRP now because we may not be able to buy later, still buying XLM, XEC, HBAR. Man, you're doing, your plan is your plan, brother, and I love that plan. I hear you, 6-8. I hear you too, Shane Southern. Lower level says, you doggone straight. I got you, brother. Nez Force, the investor formerly known as LL. Like Prince, there you go. MKP says, any victory is sweet. Come on, MKP. You know what I'm talking about, brother. Shane Solomon says, get 100, Ness. Liz, 100. My sis got it. Yes, I think so, E4. I am driving down to Fort Lauderdale. Okay, you heading out to Fort Lauderdale? So let's finish hearing what Stuart got to say. Stuart.
The company for XRP and for your executives.
Yeah, so this is a capitulation by the SEC that I think that they really didn't have any case here. It's our third victory in a row in July.
What did you just say? He said it's our third victory in a row.
Here, it's our third victory in a row. In July, a federal court ruled that the digital asset XRP is not in and of itself.
Just look at his face. His face is saying something, but I'm reading his face. I'm reading his body language. He's saying, if y'all only knew, if you only knew the train has left the station, if you only knew the light switch is getting ready to flip, if you only, look at his face. He's talking like, y'all don't even know. He's talking, but his face is saying something totally different. They know what they know. It's up to you to be a good student and believe.
Security, the SEC claimed it was. In October, the SEC tried to take an immediate appeal of that decision. The judge said, no, you can't take an immediate appeal. And let me remind you of all of the reasons why you were wrong in the first place. And then in the face of that, they capitulated. They surrendered. They really decided to dismiss what.
It's just something about someone who talks in a calm, elegant way. He's saying it, but then if you really went back and listened to what he's saying, what he's really saying, y'all have no idea what's getting ready to happen.
Was left of the case. I think that is unprecedented that the SEC would do that, but I also think it's revealing that they have finally acknowledged that they really don't have a case here. And more importantly, for the industry, they've been trying to seize jurisdiction over the crypto economy through something called regulation by enforcement. And I think this is the first time that they've had a company and executives with the resources to fight back. And I think
this is the first time. See, they scared a whole lot of people. They got library to shut down. They even punked Kim Kardashian to give us some money. They're bullies. And the only one they couldn't bully was a company with the Mike Tyson uppercut. Uh-oh.
I think they were surprised by that. And when put through the litmus tests of the judicial process, it's really shown that they don't have a case. So there's a bigger issue here. There's a bigger policy issue.
You just gotta listen and pay attention. You got judges that are saying what the SEC has done is I mean, they've called them everything you can call someone legally. They've totally down-talked the SEC. There's no one on their side. They're getting exposed. It makes sense for a settlement. It makes sense to fold and get whatever money they can get. There's a lot of money on the table. There's a 700-something million on the table. They fought. They tried to punk Ripple. They tried to, all these shenanigans. They tried to do everything in shenanigans. Who the hell says shenanigans, huh? Good Lord, I caught myself shenanigans. What the hell? But they tried all this crap. And it's come down to the point where they say, you know what? We surrender. But the stance that's happened, the thing that they are in position to do now is to look at what they can get out of Ripple financially. Because here's the thing. If you keep losing the fight, which they are, 3-0, if you continuously get destroyed, and if you go into an appeal process and get destroyed, guess what happens? There's no money. I mean, you keep going, it might get to the point that you get nothing. So why not settle now and get something so you can focus on the bad actors, the bad characters, the ones that you really need to go after? It's happening.
Here, in terms of what is this country going to do in terms of getting rational regulation for the crypto economy.
That's right.
And then separately for an agency like the SEC that really is a bit out of control. It's really the administrative stake gone awfully bad, keeping their eye on the ball, right? They come after a good company like Ripple, entrepreneurs like our executives who have built this company up over the past 11 years.
That's right.
And while they're doing that,
the past 11 years, good characters, first class, integrity, not around in the clubs slapping people on the butt with disco balls and watches and Gucci bags and Rolls Royces and Lamborghinis spinning out in the parking lots. Integrity. Even through all the chaos, still maintained to be number 5 on the charts, but number 4 out of all digital assets, not including stablecoins. I'm talking about digital assets in the sense of, companies, right? Or like your Bitcoins, your Ethereums, your BNB, whatever. Number 4. And the only reason they're at 4 is because of corruption and bias and manipulation and hucksters and fraudsters and tricksters. What happens? What happens when the law sets Ripple and XRP free? Set my people free. Oh my gosh.
They're keeping the eye off the ball of FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, all of these companies that are going bankrupt. So consumers are really getting harmed through this wrong mind.
Enough said. Enough said. Stuart, you did a great job. Thank you, my brother. It's great having you on. Let's keep it going. John Deaton. Huh? Let's talk to John Deaton. What did you say? So this guy here, well, why is everyone in crypto celebrating the SEC backing out of Ripple case? All it means is that the SEC now can appeal. There's always a hater. There's always a hater. Look, there's going to be haters around the world. And here's what I'm going to tell you guys right now. You got two kinds of haters. You got haters that are going to miss the boat. And you got haters that are backdoor, low-key stacking their pockets with the one thing they're trying to talk down on to get better pricing. So you got those who are going to miss the boat, who's just haters. And you got those who are trying to FUD the boat so they can get better pricing. What did John Deaton say? He says, although Rand is correct, okay, he's correct, that an appeal by the SEC will happen sooner because the SEC choose to dismiss the case against Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson because of the April 24th trial will not happen. Excuse me. It is incorrect to say the SEC can appeal immediately. The penalty phase of the case must occur first. Let me provide some perspective. The summary judgment decision in library.com was handed down on November 7th, 2022. The final judgment that became appealable was entered on July 11th, 2023, 8 months after the ruling. Whoa! The appeal was filed on September 7th, 2023. Now, with that being said, during those 8 months, there was additional discovery, including interrogatories, requests for production of documents, bank statements, etc., and disposition testimony, all followed by filing written briefs and conducting oral argument. Okay, in library, the SEC started out wanting $23 million in fines. Wow, disgorgement, etc. But in the end, the SEC asked for a $130K fine. Good God, bully. That's all it's about. Arguing over $23 million took 8 months. In the Ripple case, we're talking $770 million. Let that sink in for a second. The SEC went after the library for $23 million. It took 8 months. They settled for a $130,000 fine in 8 months. The Ripple case, you're talking about $770 million. Ripple will argue ODL transactions should be exempt, along with legitimate business costs, salaries, advertising, travel, insurance, etc., legal. The SEC wants the whole $770 million. This is why. To make up for being embarrassed. Did you hear that? The SEC wants the whole $770 million to make up for being embarrassed, including having to dismiss the bogus charges against the executives it could never prove. There will be no immediate appeal. Finally, the SEC didn't dismiss this case because it wanted to get a faster appeal. It dismissed the case because it didn't have a chance in hell. Oh my God. Woo, that just made me float right now. Didn't have a chance in hell to win. And the witness list of subpoenas for certain individuals to testify was going to be interesting, to say the least. You guys get what I'm saying? You get what he's saying? You get what he's saying? They don't want the fight to go to the Supreme Court. This is all about sitting in a like when you're in high school, sitting in the, they don't want to get in a boxing ring. They want to sit in the courtyard and talk shit. Come on, what you gonna do? Huh? Come on, Wolf, we'll F you up. And Ripple said, really? Really? And start taking off their jackets and throwing blows. Bam! Knocked you out once. Bam! Knocked you out twice. Bam! Knocked you out 3 times. And then the SEC, the principal walks up, and the SEC thinks, get him! You see what they did? And Judge Annalisa Torres, who's the principal, said, you're in the wrong. 3-0. You got your ass knocked out 3 times. 3-0. What you want to do now? You want to go to my office and talk about it? Because if we talk about it, I'm going to bring in witnesses. I'm going to bring in all the kids that talked about how you thumped and you hit and you smacked and you did all the stuff to Ripple and Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson and XRP, and you're going to lose. So you might want to settle with the lunch money. Good Lord, you guys get the analogy I did. Damn it, let them know. Woo!
Money multiplying, call it rocket science.
Yeah!
I'm so tired of this crypto control. You already know, basically letting money go. Swimming in the dough, SEC gets exposed. Tomorrow's the day we gon' blow. I'll be better off from selling at a loss, not caring what it costs. I'm buying when it drop, waiting for the flip flop.
Don't worry about, look, I'm going to tell you right now. if you're looking at XRP's prices, you got it. That's what they want you to do. That's what they want you to do. But when it booms, you ever had that sick feeling when you miss something? Anybody ever had that, Sis Liz? You ever hear that? Where you just felt sick that you missed something? See, I remember when I was in business, this is a true story. I had people tell me to invest in Amazon. I did not like, but I said, this is stupid. They had the Kindle. I was like, I don't do that. I don't read books. Ignorant, stupid, because I didn't understand. Not stupid, I would say ignorant to the fact of what it was. Stupidity is when you know you don't do something. Ignorance is when you just don't know. It's not wrong with being ignorant. I've been ignorant to a lot of things. I've had people to tell me to invest in certain. I was like, I'm really. It's kind of like you want to know what's ignorant? When you look at what's our boy's name? Warren Buffett. Bitcoin will never make it. Bitcoin. It's ignorant when you don't know. It's stupid when you know and you don't take action. So what does he do? You buy up companies that support Bitcoin. Well, you might not want to change your mind and get embarrassed, but then you just go out and buy up and invest in companies that do support Bitcoin. I'm telling you guys, haters either hate and miss it, or haters hate and slowly gather. Oh my gosh. Oh, what did John Deaton say? They had no hell in chance. No chance in hell. Good Lord, huh? I'm already stuttering. Good Lord. Wait, let me go back. All right. Getting a little too damn bullish. Linda P. Jones, another person who's bullish. If you guys don't know who she is actually a former, oh God, what was that article I had about her? Where's that? Was it here? I think I might have passed it. Let's see. Linda P. Jones. Maybe it's right here. Yeah. Wall Street veteran. So Linda P. Jones is a Wall Street veteran. Wall Street veteran. Entrepreneur Linda P. Jones argued that XRP is in a league of its own, that it embodies qualities that other cryptocurrencies don't have, which set it apart from the pack. Qualities that make XRP stand out are: XRP is the only certified non-security digital asset on the planet. XRP has distinctive, where did I leave off at? Backing from prominent financial institutions. Flip the switch, the train has left the station. Huh? Do you think all these people are just stupid? You think all these people have no idea? They say success leaves clues. Follow success. Wall Street veteran. 43rd Secretary of the United States. Signed the $100 bill. Rosie Rios. Brad Garlinghouse. Chris Larson. Come on, guys. Get a clue. All these financial institutions around the world. Oh, you think they're partnering up with a scam? You think they're partnering up with Chicago coin? Is that where you got your money at? Is that what you're banking on? The meme of the USA? What are you doing? This is your family. If your why doesn't make you cry, it's not big enough. Bank on your why, not off of trying to some microwavable result. How bad do you want it? I'm dropping bars. Good Lord. Let me keep going. I'm making myself want to go out and buy. I'm like, have you ever said something that just motivated you? I'm like, damn, 6-8, why don't you go out and buy some more stuff? Let me stop. Good Lord. Grayscale. Breaking. New report suggests that Grayscale Bitcoin ETF is expected approval within a week. I don't know about that, but god dang it, that sounds good to me, huh? Still already the status quo. SEC dismissal. U.S. regulation. U.S. strategy. Preparing for MICA. MICA. Uh-oh. Did I just go through this already? I think I did. Who is this by? Okay, let's get past that. Linda P. Jones, what does she say over here? Today's podcast discovered why Ripple's case had another piece dismissed and what it means for Ripple and XRP. The SEC lawsuit is disorienting, and only a piece, one piece is left, and that's the part about the money. That's all that's left. Dear Judge, I like this what Dan wrote here. If you guys want to check this out, he wrote some really good stuff to this judge dealing with, was this about crypto.com? Coinbase. Was it Coinbase? Yeah, about Coinbase. And so he writes this letter, and in it he talks about Ripple, he talks about XRP. Good read. I hope you guys, are you doing your research? Or are you just waiting to get rich? Are you doing your research? I know NestForce says, 6-8, you need to make Chicago coin. It would be hilarious. Oh my God, I don't want to be a part of that. Nothing that's not going to win. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I stay out of that one. Because I don't want anybody like, 6-8 told us about Chicago, and guess what? It went to Chicago. Catch this special episode, guys. If you guys want to see everything that Brad Garlinghouse says, it's right here. The one that I showed right here. This whole deal here is actually right here. So if you go into my X space, and you go down, you guys notice I post things on X, but I repost a lot of valid information. I try to weed through a lot of the BS as well. But if you go here and you see this on my X/Twitter, whatever you want to call it, and you click on here, you'll see this interview. You click that, and it'll pull it right up. All you got to do is hit it, and it'll pull it up just what you see right here. That's what this is, okay? So if you guys want to check out what he says and get more information on that, make sure you guys check that out right there. That's why I posted it for the family. I don't do it just to be posting stuff, huh? I spent a lot of time doing this. I would be a little cautious. Now, here's something that Little Piece Jones says as well. I'd be a little cautious with the thought that the price of XRP is straight up from here. Listen to what she's saying, huh? What is she? She's an OG in the game. Listen now. I think there could be a potentially big dip before that. This is what we're all talking about. It's something that's shared amongst everybody in the crypto space that we could have. Look, it's warranted that there's a recession, that there's a black swan, that we have a big dip that comes before we head up to the upside. This is what she's saying. A big dip before that. Remember, there are professional traders who trade against the crowd. I explain more here. If you guys want more information, check out what Linda P. Jones. Why? Because she is an OG in the game. Listen, Success Leaves Clues. Here's another one. SEC could lose $707 million if Ripple wins the appeal. This is why they want to settle. Listen to what the guy's saying. How long is this? 35 seconds.
And we're not going to get an appellate result until September of 2025. I would have said 26 if we were doing the trial.
He would have said 26 until they dismissed the case against Garlinghouse and Larson. But listen to what he says.
September of 25, that we're not doing the trial. So it's out there, but I mean, think about everything that could happen. And what I'm saying right now with the SEC is they're sitting fat on 770 million right now that they could completely lose and could evaporate into nothing if Ripple, wins on appeal. So there's more for the SEC to lose than Ripple to lose.
Now, you guys get what he's saying? Do you get the words that are coming out of his mouth? Who is this guy? What the hell gives you the right to say anything? Oh, you're an attorney. You might know what you're talking about. Stop listening to these damn YouTubers that used to work at Chuck E. Cheese and today got a YouTube channel. Follow success. If you want to know how I went from welfare and food stamps, I did what successful people did. My whole life, I've been winning. Follow success. What did he just say? They could lose everything if they try to appeal and lose, so why not settle? They're up there begging Congress for money now. What do you think? Just a fraction, even if they don't get the whole 770 million, what if they got a fraction of it? That's huge. Y'all wasn't listening. Y'all wasn't listening.
The trial. So it's out there, but I mean, think about everything that could happen. And what I'm saying right now with the SEC is they're sitting fat on 770 million.
770 million? What happens if they try to appeal since they're 3-0, or since they're 0-3? Should they try to fight us again? What happens if they lose?
Million right now that they could completely lose and could evaporate into nothing if Ripple, wins on appeal. So there's more for the SEC to lose than Ripple to lose where we are in the case. And
you damn straight. Guys, there's a whole lot of information. I wish I could go through everything. Corrupted old Senator Warren. As soon as the good information comes out that they drop the case, what does she do? Congress. I'm going to write a letter that crypto is bad. It's used by terrorist, people. Get the hell out of here, you corrupted son of a guys. With that being said, I don't even want to talk about it no more. Good Lord. Let me say what's up to my family. Now, as far as I appreciate you in a big way, my brother. Thank you for your support. We've got Anthony Wanner. We got MKP. We got Crypto Tropic. My sister lives in the house. Always one away. Very easy. Hydroponics. Alan, my brother. What's up, my man? Marvin Davis in the house, like always. The greatest support out there. One of them. Shane Sullivan, I appreciate you. Crypto Tropics in the house. Huh? MKP, my brother. Huh? Yeah. Appreciate each and every one. Lower levels in the house. E-Rockin'. E-Rockin' got that skill. He was killing it. Huh? Hey, Easy, are you going to on with CK later? I don't know. We got lower level in the house. Marvin Davis. We got Ness Force. Huh? Liz. Appreciate you guys. Shane. OMC. Always one away. I got the greatest family. I just appreciate you guys. This is what I mean by greatest family. I'm not saying we're greater than anyone. I'm just saying thank you for your support. I appreciate you in a major way. This is why I keep doing this, just because of the love that we get. I love so many different. Shouts out to the Crypto for Life family. Shouts out to the IBF family. Shouts out to all those who are out there delivering positive messages and that's out there trying to teach people and help people sincerely from the bottom of your heart. That's what I do. Big Bro 10, Big Watch Dude. Jazz B, Frankie Legend, You guys are freaking studs. I love you guys. You know why I love you guys? Because I love anybody with a winning mindset. Guys, this channel is top notch. Don't hear this on other YouTube channels. Thank you, MKP, man. You just made my day. You made my day. And for making my day, doggone it, this is for you. Woo!
To the tip top while you watching TikToks on my new wristwatch. Hit the Vegas crypto meter. Hello, nice to meet you. Shower DAI like we do it all the time. Did a show with Lady E in the bag, man, the next night.
Guys, my name is James, aka Six8Jay. Look at me as your big brother. Look at me as someone who cares about you, who cares about your why, who cares about your family. I tell you guys, when we make it, we all make it. I can't wait to have my $250,000 white elephant game. And for those of you guys who are the biggest supporter, I can't wait to see you there. Continue being a great student. Make sure you remember the 5 things. Number 1, your strategic plan. Don't let anything deter you from that. How do you do that? The more you know here, they just say the more you change and educate this, the more everything around you changes. Do your own research. Be a great student. That will help you control number 3, which is your emotions. And once you've got a strategic plan, number 4 is taking profit. Make sure you enjoy that life that you so amazingly deserve for you and your family. And number 5, don't fall in love with everything. Always be willing to allocate and organize your portfolio to put you in the best position to win. With that being said, guys, I'm looking at a whole bunch of future millionaires. This is not financial advice. It's my opinion predicated off of who I see that you guys are individually. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys check us out mañana. And guess what we're going to be talking about? I don't know yet, but it's Sunday Fun Day with your boy James, a.k.a. Six8Jay. We'll see you guys tomorrow at noon. Until next time, peace.